Alright, can you believe it? Episode 11 of How to Keep a Mummy. Yes, 11 episodes, and we get into the good stuff right now. Now, I know that before I begin episode 11 of How to Keep a Mummy, I like to say that these videos I'm doing, these reviews, it's not big, like every other anime reviewers that you guys look up to and watch. The only reason, now, this is me saying this, if you look at my description, there's a reason why I'm doing this. But the reason I'm doing anime reviews is because I like to do something to express myself throughout everybody as to why this show or whatever anime it is really in touch, Like, right now, we're getting new faces of trying to get into the world of, not YouTube, but express our feelings towards anime, I don't care if it's underrated or overrated. I'm just trying to be open towards you as to what I think of the shows. And I'm sure some of y'all may have too. So, I thank you for watching these videos of my reviews or reaction to any other show. I do appreciate that. Now, episode 11 of How to Keep a Mummy. This was an emotional roller coaster. Like this was so freaking emotional that I had to grab my Love Live plushie and from Love Live, just grab it and squeeze it because I was so freaking tight that somebody kidnapped Mii-kun. Guys, remember, anyone who kidnapped Mii-kun, get a wanted poster and throw eggs at this son of a bitch because we gotta kill this guy, we gotta throw eggs at this person, I don't care. What he did, what this collector did to catch Mii-kun, to grab Mii-kun from the palm of his hand and grab him, I wanted to slap that motherfucker. We gotta kill this guy. Now, the reality is, Sora and Tatsuki's relation, is sort of, again, an emotional roller coaster. I mean, it had its ups and downs. It's like two friends that don't see each other eye to eye. Even though Sora and Tatsuki were like little kids to each other, they didn't find any comparisons, as to why they were friends to begin with. I mean, sure, it did show all the flashbacks of Sora and Tatsuki together with the leaf, a little ticket leaf that gets to the festival, but still, it brings the connection towards Sora and Tatsuki even better. Now, Mii-kun played a big part. The way he barks is so adorable, still to this day. But still, this episode not only brings the friendship bond between Sora and Tatsuki, but it also brought in new characters along the way. Like, this episode also brings by new characters, I mean new creatures that came out. Okay, let's be honest, guys. We got the mummy, we got a dragon, we got a Baku, whatever. We got Maku. We got our Oni child. You have another mature Oni child. You got a lower nine-tailed fox. You got a horse type. You got a unicorn. You got talking statues. You got a giant. You got a mature Oni father figure thing, and you got these other creatures. It's like Spirited Away. The only difference is Spirited Away, she's trapped inside. But this is a festival. And this is a festival. I mean, you can just come in, but you need a Pacific ticket. Now, you gotta applaud Sora for stepping up. Sora, ever since the first episode, he hasn't been, he's been keeping an eye on Mii-kun, It's not big. I mean, he did develop quite well. This episode, he was developing to a point where he's want to be the hero. You know how the main characters always these heroes where they step up, take a stand on it, and just like, I'ma sacrifice myself. Do not hurt my friends. Those kind of cliche MC characters that trying to take a bullet for a friend. But Tatsuki, he knows that he does not want that way. So he just punch him in the head. Not a punch in the face, but like a downward punch right in the back of the head. And can you blame Tatsuki for being an asshole all this time? Can you blame him as to why he's like this? Okay, let's be honest, guys. I hated Tatsuki. I almost did. I hated Sora's friend the moment he debuted because he was a bully. He was somewhat of a bully. The way he bullied Mii-kun in the beginning, trying to unwrap the bandages of Mii-kun, that was fucked up. But then, But then it explains as to why he don't want Sora to get involved with any of the creature. It all explains why. So the flashback shows that when he was a young boy saving the little dragon, he knew about the creatures beforehand. So his best friend, in other words, Sora's friend knew about the creatures long before Sora. Actually, no. He knows. I should put this. Tatsuki knows the creatures, and he don't want Sora to get involved with the creatures. But now that Sora's dad gave him a mummy, he now be getting new creatures along the way, and he doesn't want him to get hurt. So in other words, now that Sora has a creature like Mii-kun, Tatsuki doesn't want him to get hurt. He don't want him to be the exact same thing he was as a child. That's the main thing. That's why he's like this. That's why he's not concerned for anybody but Sora. That is why Tatsuki is what he is. Now, we can't really ship this part. I mean, I know I'm not a shipper and all this stuff. I'm not good with shipping, but does anybody ship Tatsuki and Sora together? I'm not disrespecting the Yaoi, Yuris, or whatever other shippings y'all got in mind. But can we ship that? I mean, let's be real. I ship Mogi and Sora together. You know the girl with the dragon? Yeah, I ship those two. Tatsuki and Sora's, we can't ship that. That's like second. I kind of ship that. That's kind of second for me. So I can't argue with that. But anyway, the way how they get crowded around with all these demons stepping in to he grabbed his shirt, pulling him around. That was kind of like, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Now for the big thing. It was so adorable because, okay, we had some adorable creatures. But this creature was even more adorable than we thought. They got the two little wolves, two little dogs. Just one is the red one is the blue one. And I'm like, oh, it's so adorable. And you got the red one beating up the blue one. You got the blue one tackling the red one. It was like two little puppies just going at it. It was so freaking adorable. And the way how they climbing up the river part, it was kind of like a chow race. You know when you play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, they do the little chow races, and they got the little races, and they go from running there and they run up the waterfall thing. That's like the little chow race. I'm like, oh, it's a chow race. But seeing those two dogs adorable just running up the waterfall was also great. Now, just when everything was good, an emotional state kicked in, I'm sure everybody was happy and sad when I say this. Sad when I say this. Mii-kun got captured. I'm like, no! Mii-kun! Some of y'all must have screamed for this. Some of y'all must have gasped. Some of y'all must have like, Mii-kun, no! Everybody, like myself, probably screamed. Because anybody who take an adorable creature and sell it to the black market is going to fucking die. So if anybody it's like Team Rocket. You know, I can't stand Team Rocket or Team Skull, Team Plasma, Team Aqua, whatever team that your guys like. I can't stand them taking Pokemons away and then sell them to the black market. We cannot let this happen. So the way that guy just came in with the leaf that everybody thought it was a ticket, came in, grabbed Mii-kun, and ran off. And Sora's reaction, I can't wait to see how Sora's reaction goes. I really can't, I cannot be upset about this. I gotta be upset about this. I'm scared to know how Sora's reaction is gonna be. Like, is he gonna cry? Is he gonna, is he gonna have the courage to find this person? Like, what is Sora's motivation now? What is he gonna do? But yeah, that's how it ended. So like I said, episode 11 just got us really off the edge of our seat right now. Every other episode was cute. This episode was cute, but it was an emotional roller coaster ride. So right now, we have to wait and see how next week goes. Now, before I end this video on the down low, I like to say that next week is the last episode of How to Keep a Mummy. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna do this or not because something's happening next week. I don't know if I can do it. But if I have time next week for this show to go, I promise you that I will get episode 12, How to Keep a Mummy, going. That is final. So, like I said, this was episode 11. It's really emotional, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, if I can't get episode 12 uploaded, I'm sorry. But you guys get my drift of what we expect for episode 12, How to Keep a Mummy. So, like I said, episode 11 was really great. I hope you guys cried or got sad in it, but I screamed. I screamed when he got captured. So that's it. So stay tuned. If so, whatever. But if you guys can, stay tuned for the next week's episode of How to Keep a Mummy.